This is the OTP. I'm Amie Wells, joined by Taylor Zarzour. TZ, the Titans are getting ready to take on the Indianapolis Colts for the second time this season. Titans 1-6, Colts 6-1. Quite the matchup. There's a lot to discuss about that. But I feel like we need to switch up the juju a little bit on this show.
Okay.
And so we've gotten into a bit of a routine where we talk for a while and then we take a cookie break and then we talk for the rest of the show. And that's been really good. But I think that we need a cookie right off the top.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so Christy Cookie sent us this new tin. If you're just listening, I just need you to imagine a rectangle tin with holiday print on the side. But if you're watching this with your eyes, you can see that it is festive. So Christy Cookie really leaning into the holiday season, but it's in a new shape. And so I was like, that's interesting. And the weight is different. I'm getting used to these cookie boxes. So if we open it, dear Christy Cookie, I'm so excited. They're brownies, TZ.
Oh.
Yeah. And I've known about this for a minute. Almost tackled the man because he was going to box. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I told you it was a surprise for you, not for me. So there's your brownie.
Good.
Thank you to our friends at Christy Cookie.
Oh, my goodness. A triple chocolate brownie?
Full disclosure, I had no idea they even had brownies, but they do. Perfect for the holiday season, and also perfect for me right now.
Can I eat it right now?
Heck yes, you can.
Okay.
So I was so excited about this, I couldn't even start the show because I've been thinking about these brownies for an hour or two. Good reaction? You're feeling good? You're feeling strong?
Yeah.
I mean, for starters,
Boy.
she's thick, guys. It's a very dense brownie. And ooh, hang on.
I hate to just have people just watching us eat or listening to us
I don't feel bad at all. Sorry, guys.
But
go get your own. ChristyCookie.com. You can get a whole box of these bad boys. See? I got one right here. There's 6 in here.
This is my second brownie of the day. My first one was a non-Christy Cookie brownie, and it said...
What kind of brownie was it, TG?
It was like cardboard is what it was.
Oh.
Because it was like they had taken all the goodness out of it.
Like a healthy brownie?
Yeah. And
Yeah, you got scammed, man.
I did. And now... I really needed a Christy Cookie. Triple chocolate brownie, actually.
Yeah, this is not healthy, but that's how you want it.
I'm using my board. It has all the Titans and Colts players on it as a board.
Sunday, you're going to be like, what is this mess all over my board? And
Hold
then
on,
you'll remember.
Cedric Gray with the tackle. Yeah, let me move the crumb out of the way.
Pull the chocolate off. Okay. Thank you to Christy Cookie for sending us these brownies. ChristyCookie.com if you want to get some.
Are those chocolate chips in there?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
There are chocolate chips in there. Thank you for noticing. You're a real dessert connoisseur. You're the perfect man for the job today. I do feel that we have taken up enough time talking about brownies.
Do you think Chloe's jealous right now?
Yes, I do. I think everyone in the control room is pretty jealous. And I may or may not share. Haven't decided.
Boy, those are good.
Yeah, they really are good. Big shout out to Christy Cookie, who knew we needed a little extra bump this week, I think. I think they knew that we'd be extra hungry. Because the reality is that the Titans are still kind of going through it, still trying to figure out how to get everything rolling in the right direction, and we're getting closer. We've seen some flashes of things that are really reassuring, that are really promising. Coach McCoy has really had the opportunity to now get his plan in place, which ultimately he didn't really change too much, but he laid the foundation for what he wants to do. And TZ, I think we saw that last week against the Patriots.
We did. It was a good start to the game where you score 13 points in the first half. You score 10 points in the first quarter. You get points out of your first couple of drives. Move the football efficiently, and an offense that was struggling mightily showed some real signs of progress. In the second half, the game got away from them. The Patriots dominated the last couple of minutes of the second quarter and the first half of the third quarter. And by the time the Titans really got the ball back, the Patriots had scored 3 touchdowns. And then at that point, it became catch-up instead of really going through your offense. So it didn't last for 4 quarters, but it did last for a half. And to your point, I saw some real progress offensively from the Titans, and the hope is that progress carries over against the Colts this week. The Colts are 6-1. They have the best record in the National Football League. They don't share it. They have it by themselves, which no one predicted.
Nobody saw this coming.
At this point of the season. They've had an outstanding start to the year. Shane Steichen, their head coach, their play caller. Indiana Jones, Danny Dimes, whatever we're calling Daniel Jones, is having the year of his life. Charlotte Latin Schools, Daniel Jones, by the way, rival school to my children's school in high school. He's having a heck of a start to the season. Jonathan Taylor is one of the best running backs in the NFL. But, Amie, their defense has had a lead, basically all year. So I don't know that the Colts defense is necessarily one of the best in the league because we haven't really seen them tested yet in one of these close games. I'm saying all that to tell you, I think that Cam Ward and this offense can keep this going against the Colts. Just get off to a good start on Sunday. The Titans are a huge underdog. Maybe they're overlooking us on Sunday going into this one. And I've got a feeling that Cam Ward and the Titans are going to get off to a good start, and things are going to get really interesting at Lucas Oil Stadium on Sunday.
They did score in the first quarter for the first time this season, which is something that they've been talking about for a couple weeks, is coming out fast, really establishing the cadence of the game, being able to do what they want to do, kind of set that tone. And I think that this week the challenge is continuing that, to keep going, to keep extending those drives, keep yourself in manageable down and distance, keep yourself, all of the things that we've been preaching all week. And I think that Cam continuing to take accountability, take responsibility, and continuing to get just the reps of NFL level football under his belt is surely going to help him not only be better as a game manager, but just know what he's looking at and understanding what needs to happen next. That can only come with experience.
That's exactly right. And I think this experience is really going to pay off for him in the long run. The New England Patriots, Amie, last year went 4-13. And if you watch them play and you watch the games that Drake May started quarterback, you would say, ooh, boy, this is a long uphill battle for the Patriots. And now you look at the New England Patriots, who are 5-2. Drake May just had an unbelievable game against us this past Sunday, and you're saying, man, I can't imagine this guy just ever struggling. He struggled last year as a rookie.
Yeah.
The point is that by having all of these experiences, it's really going to pay off as the season continues, and it's certainly going to pay off next year. And you combine that with Gunnar Helm, who's getting better at tight end every week. You combine that with Chimry Dike, who's not just the best return man in the game, now he's a first-string wide receiver for the Titans. Alec Iomanner, who's had multiple catches in all 7 games he's played in the National Football League. So it's not just the quarterback that's getting invaluable reps as a rookie. You've got all these young guys around him. And the other guy that I'm really interested in watching, flip the board over, brush the Christy Cookies crumbs off. I really wish Christy Cookies made milk, by the way. Kevin Winston has just started playing some defense. He was in the backfield last week in the second half against the Patriots, and he was a special teamer for a couple of weeks. He's coming off that knee injury last year at Penn State. I was talking to some powerful people with the Titans, and they tell me, man, this guy might have been a first or second round draft pick if he didn't have that injury, and he looked like one in the limited time we saw him last week. I think we're going to see a lot more of him as the season progresses on defense. So there's a lot of young, fresh faces for the Titans that are getting invaluable reps. Having said all of that, the Titans want to win. The Titans want wins. Everybody wants wins. There's no laying down here. There's no tanking for a pick here. There's none of that. That's not how you develop a team. You go out and you take advantage of the draft, and then you try to win with those guys. Trying to win with those guys and getting them as many wins as possible is just as helpful as anything else. And this team is completely committed to doing that. It's why Mike McCoy is the interim head coach now, is you want as many wins as you can get with this young team.
You know, the rookie that I'm enjoy watching the most right now is Chimere DK.
Yes.
I mean, the guy's explosive. He leads the NFL in all-purpose yards, which is just crazy. But also, he's just so passionate about what he's doing. You had Bones Fossil on Titans football, and he was breaking down film, and we were able to watch that. And the man showed up with a whistle, which is great to just break down film
on television.
That's what you need.
Yes.
Obviously, bring your whistle, bring your sweatbands, like get ready to go. But he was so fired up about watching Chim and his instincts and his vision and how much he trusts the guys around him. Those are all the things that you don't hear people talk about when they talk about a rookie player very often.
No, that's true. And as he was breaking that down, I loved it. One of the runs long kick returns we looked at that was almost 30 yards, we could see Bones Fossil running down the sideline
It's like Inception.
to try to embrace Chim DK as quickly as he could. And so you're seeing that from his position coach or his special teams coach, which is great. I was at practice on Wednesday, and Cam threw just a seed on a rope, a 30-plus yard post touchdown to Chim DK in practice. And Mike Borgonzi, the general manager, and I were chatting, and he just looked at me, and he just smiled, and he fist pumped me, and he was like, man, this guy is just awesome. Mm-hmm. And then on Thursday, we were watching in return reps. It was punt return practice, and Johnny Hecker punted a good ball to Chim DK, and DK had a chance to make a catch as he was running back down towards the field, and he just sprinted off the line and made a great burst around the corner. And offensive coordinator Nick Colts did the same exact look to me that Mike Borgonzi did the day before. Just like, gosh, what a stud. And Holt said, this guy's going to be in the league forever. Mm-hmm. He's like, this guy's going to be a star. Like, he was getting all excited watching him. And he's just one of those guys. He's very talented, and he's gotten off to a great start this season. But behind the scenes, we were talking, you and I recently were in a meeting with the president of the team, Burke Nihill. And Burke was like, he was so excited talking about Chim. He's like, he's the guy that is doing every single thing that is asked of him every single day. He is a Tennessee Titan. He makes you feel really good about spending a fourth-round pick on someone and them turning into this. So for those out there that are wondering about the future of the Titans, let Mike Borgonzi and his personnel department go out and pick the players. Because if they can keep picking people like this in the third and the fourth round, the Tennessee Titans are, as Cedric Gray said after the game on Sunday, he said, it's not our time right now. But going through this is going to make it sweeter when it is our time. Our time is coming with all of these guys on the field playing as much as they are right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Picking those players is interesting, too, because not only do you need good starters, you need good depth. And the Titans are living that right now. There are a fair amount of injuries on this team, and there are some injuries in some real places. L'Jarius Sneed was moved to injured reserve, which means that he's going to be out for a period of time now. Jeffrey Simmons battling a hamstring. He's going to be week to week. Arden Key has been battling some injuries, so there's a lot of injuries on that side of the ball, the defensive side, I mean. But that's okay. There are other guys on the team, and now it's time for them to step up.
Yes, it is. And I just want to make this clear. This is not an excuse, what you just said.
Statement of fact.
It's a statement of fact. That's right. And when you have significant injuries to every level of your defense, you're going to be impacted by that. When your top receiver, Calvin Ridley, misses a considerable amount of time, when your gunner, your special teams guru, Bryce Oliver, when your right tackle, J.C. Latham, misses a bunch of games. I don't care if you're the Indianapolis Colts that are 6-1 or you're the Tennessee Titans that are 1-6. When you have that,
it's hard.
That's going to have a big impact on your team. If you look at the Colts are basically starting the same football team all season long, and it's why they're in the position that they're in. You have to have good health in the National Football League if you want to be a contender. And unfortunately, the Titans have not had that. I will say, getting T'Vondre Sweat back last week was huge, and he looked good. He really played well out there in the nose guard position in the interior of the defensive line for the Titans. So having him back out there is huge. But Amie, they really, I mean, other than maybe a quarter or two against Denver and a series against the Patriots, they haven't had TSweat and Jeffrey Simmons out there together all year. And I'd argue that might be the biggest strength of the team, is Simmons and Sweat lining up right next to each other. At least going into the year, I thought that. And we haven't really seen it, so that's a big blow to have those guys banged up. But like you said, we're going to get Jeff back. He'll be back soon, whether it's this week or next week. Like you said, it's week to week. But to have those guys lined up next to each other and Key right behind them, that would be critical.
That would be huge. So a lot to look for as we're monitoring these injuries throughout the week. There's a lot to watch there.
When you bring Hellman's Creamy Buffalo Chicken Dip to the watch party, you can cheer too loud, or block the TV, or be a couch coach, and no one will eject you from the game. That's a Hail Mayo. Hellman's, the official mayo of the Tennessee Titans. This summer, SeatGeek has your ticket to the best live concerts in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. SeatGeek makes it easy to catch world-conquering tours and high-wattage performances from your favorite artists all summer long. SeatGeek has the best seat, your seat, for an unforgettable summer. From rock royalty to rap superstars, R&B to country, find it all on SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of Nissan Stadium. It's your summer. Make it count. SeatGeek. Hey Titans fans, with a Kroger Boost membership, you'll score big with double fuel points, free delivery, and lots more. Go to Kroger.com/boost for details. Kroger, the official grocer of the Tennessee Titans. Tighten up. Now back to the OTP.
TZ, you mentioned TSweat being back.
Yes.
And this is going to feel like a left turn, so I need you to just walk with me here for a minute.
Okay.
TSweat is a large man. But he hadn't been, he'd been around, but not in the same place as I had been for a while. He's recovering, he's getting treatment, he's doing all these things. We don't really interact that much when guys are injured.
That's
They're
right.
just not around as much. So he comes back to the game, very exciting. Meatloaf is back, woo, 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 go team go, has that great sack. A few days after the game, we have Mitchell Tenpenny in to do an interview with us right here on the OTP. And one of the things that we did was we took Mitchell on this tour of the facility, and we took him into the equipment room, which is adjacent to the locker room. And we're in there, and
I love that room, by the way.
Oh, it's awesome. We're getting him fitted for all kinds of different things, and getting a helmet on him and everything. And in walks TSweat. And my first thought when he's standing next to Mitchell Tenpenny, who is like an average-sized human being, was, good God, you are a large man. Like, I forgot, or I think I forget when I'm in this building, how large these humans are, because it's big dudes around other big dudes.
Yeah.
And so, like, my perspective is off, and everybody's bigger than me, so it's just like, yeah, large person. Okay, whatever. But, like, seeing TSweat next to a regular-sized human, it was shocking to me how big he is, and that is just one of the reasons that I think he's so valuable, besides, obviously, his skill set. But, like, he's just a big dude who takes up a lot of space on a football field.
I'm glad you mentioned it because it really is true. It's the fact that he has some lateral quickness to go with the 366-pound frame is why he was so coveted coming out of the University of Texas. He's 25 pounds bigger than anyone else on the team. Like J.C. Latham he's a big man.
Big dude, yeah.
As he told you in the preseason, he had to give up the Cheesecake Factory this year.
It was really sad.
And he weighs 340 pounds, and he's a huge right tackle. Kevin Zeitler's played in the league forever. He's 332 pounds. These guys aren't anywhere close to as big as TSweat is. T-Sweat. So Sweat's out of the game for a few weeks, and the guy that's taking his place, who has one of the greatest nicknames ever, Shy Tuttle, King Tut.
I love it.
Great nickname.
Of course.
King Tut has played really well this year out of the University of Tennessee, seventh-year player. He's 65 pounds smaller than TSweat.
He's just so big.
Yeah. No, he's a big boy, and we need him out there on the field. He makes a huge difference. So here's hoping he stuffs Jonathan Taylor on Sunday at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Absolutely. And that was actually a contrived story to get to the Mitchell Tenpenny interview that I want to pitch to. But it is worth noting that, like, hey, guys, remember how big TSweat is? He's really just that big.
Mitchell Tenpenny's the man, by the way.
Mitchell Tenpenny is the man, and he sings some of my favorite country songs. If you're not familiar with him, he's an artist, local kid from Nashville, born and raised here, and he is... you've heard his songs is one of those things. You know, if you think, I don't know who that is, yes, you do. As soon as you play the music, it's like, oh, I know this song. I love this song. Anyway, he's been a Titans fan forever, since the very beginning. And when he said that he was willing to come out here and hang out with us on the OTP a little bit, I was just beside myself. So here's my conversation with country music artist Mitchell Tenpenny. Mitchell Tenpenny is finally here on the OTP. This feels like a long time coming. If you don't know, Mitchell Tenpenny is a country music artist. He is from here in Nashville, and he has been just all over the place. I feel like you're everywhere all the time, and your music's always on the radio.
Oh, thank you.
Which is so great. And now you're finally here.
Yeah, I don't know how. Born and raised, biggest Titans fan, but never actually been into this facility or on the show. So I am so honored. Thanks for having me. Cannot wait.
Okay, there's so many things I want to talk to you about, but I guess where we need to start is just a little bit about you. You're from Nashville, like you said.
Yeah.
Was music always the dream? Was music always the goal, living in this city?
Honestly, no. I thought I wanted to play football.
Yeah?
I mean, the doctor lied to me, said I was going to be like 6'3", 6'4", which is ridiculous, but didn't end up being anywhere close to that.
No.
So my football dreams after high school, going into college, kind of, didn't work out.
Yeah.
And so music kind of started there. I've always loved music and always been in bands, but never really thought of it as my future until really after, high school, getting into college pretty early.
Now, we do need to talk about your football career, though, because you did win state.
Thank you. Yeah, the glory days.
Yeah, no, but it counts. I mean, if you're part of a team that wins a state championship, A, you get to talk about that for the rest of your life. B, if that is like the peak of your life, then so be it. We don't judge here on the OTP. It's fine.
All my high school friends that I'm in my fantasy league with, most of them didn't play. And so they hate hearing about the state championship, but it's okay. I can't wait for them to watch and they can hear anything.
It's a really big deal. We recognize that that's a big deal.
No, thank you.
And what position did you play?
Linebacker, outside linebacker, stud, and tight end on that team, and punter. I love to punt.
Really?
It's a little hidden secret. I love punting.
All right, here on the OTP, we've probably heard anybody say, I love punting approximately 3 times.
It's a challenge to get that perfect spiral when it comes off right, and it's just like, I don't know, I'm a nerd about it. It's magical. I love it.
That's phenomenal. There are some people I need you to meet in this building because... Please. Whoa. But you don't see too many linebacker tight end combos or linebacker tight end punter combos.
Yeah, it's we went to Lipscomb before it was Academy, David Lipscomb High School. We didn't have a lot to choose from. We just had one of the greatest coaches of all times in high school football, Glenn McAdams, who just made us believe that we could do it. And so we had guards that were 125 pounds that were pulling guards, hitting boys over 300 pounds. So we just, for some reason, he tricked us all into believing we could do it, and that's a testament of a great head coach.
I mean, I'm kind of laughing about this, and we're making fun of you and going to state and all that, but really, truly, high school football is a really big deal, not only in the state of Tennessee, but to the Tennessee Titans specifically. And to me, I hear a lot of that in your music.
Thank you.
The high school football pride, the small town playing for something bigger. Am I getting that? Am I understanding your music correctly?
Yeah, thank you. No, I mean, truly, and the team aspect of it, having a brotherhood, trusting in people, I think it's so important, especially for me in my music career. I have my management here who's been day one. Having that faith and trusting your teammates is everything, and I think that translated into my music career. I think that without the guidance I had in football, that I wouldn't stand a chance in the real world as far as building something from the ground up. I think that there's a lot of lessons to be learned, and high school football is such an awesome place for that because generally, I don't know how some teams work, but you can't be turned down from being on the team. It's not a guaranteed start, but you get to be around the players, be around the system, understand the thing, and I think that's very important, especially at a high school age where you're really developing, getting ready for the real world. I think, that's something that's, I know, very beneficial for me.
Can I tell you my favorite song of yours?
Yeah,
and
please.
I'm going to be honest. It's one of my top 5 favorite songs, like on my Spotify thing at the end of the year. It's in my top 5 for like 3 years. To Us It Did.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I think that it's because of this. It's because of that feeling of being in high school and being just your whole world is within one city, one place.
Yeah.
And for me, it's the song I listen to when football season starts and it starts to get
That's
cold
awesome.
out. And it's also the song I listen to when I get homesick, like when I
man, wow, thank
when I
you.
miss my people,
Oh,
and
thank you.
so I am guessing that that's kind of what you were going for in that song.
Yeah, 100%. I wrote that song with Hardy and my buddy Jordan Schmidt, and for me, we were kind of just talking about like where we came from, playing football, and I mean that's where that line "shots at Jack and shoulder pads don't give you superpowers," but
Right.
to us it did. It's like coming off the field on a Friday night after a game, like you did feel like you had superpowers. I mean, like everyone's waiting out for you. You get to hang out. You're probably going to some party somewhere, and I mean that's the small town football thing. Friday Night Lights. It's a real energy. It's a real American tradition. It's awesome, and I hate to call it the glory days, but it's so much fun when I think about it. And it really is. I love it.
We don't make fun of the glory days here. It can
Yeah.
be. Another song of yours that's great is Tennessee in Me.
Oh, thank you.
And there's a line in there about bleeding baby blue and white.
Yeah,
Is that Titan blue?
that's Titan baby. Blue and white.
Okay, good.
I say that too because I mix in the Oilers throwback jerseys as well. I just love anything Titans, and I love when it was 1997. It was getting talked about, and I remember going to the games even at Vanderbilt, having my first baby blue jersey, Eddie George, oversized. I was a kid, and I mean ever since then I've been in just massive Titans fan, and through the good and the bad, I'm here.
We always see you in Titans stuff, Titans hat, Titans shirt, Titans jacket, Titans something. Why is it important to rep that all the time?
Well, I think it's also being proud of my city. I love the team, but I also love what they bring. Same with the Nashville Predators. I love what sports has brought to Nashville. It changed it. 1998, 1999 was incredible years as a kid when you have no teams and you're rooting for the Dallas Cowboys and you're rooting for Detroit Red Wings and
Yeah.
and it's just like it's really cool when we got told, hey, we're gonna have our own football team, and just say, okay, good, I can forget about them and let's focus on these teams coming to Nashville. And I've just never seen a city get so behind something, like especially when the Titans were going to the Super Bowl, when the stadium was built. Those years, I mean, the Steve McNair, Eddie George years, Bruce Matthews, all the defense into Javon Curse, Blaine Bishop. I can list them all. Rest in peace, Frank Wycheck. I mean, there was an energy in the city, and I think it really led to where the city is now. Between them and the Predators, it was a massive wave I saw start then to where Nashville is now, where it's grown. It's crazy.
You know, when you walk around Nashville, you don't meet too many people who are from here.
Yeah.
And talking to you reminds me a lot of talking to Jelly Roll.
Yeah, man.
Because
He's the
he
man.
also has so much pride in this city. There's just something different about being from
Yeah.
here, right?
We connected when we were a long time ago, when he was rapping, when he had the shaved head, long time ago. We connected over the Titans. And we were both born and raised here, but very proud to have that team and back them no matter what. And, we still talk about it every time we see each other. But, yeah, I mean, we really connect. The first time I met Jelly Roll was talking about the Titans.
Tell me about your music career. What's been going on recently? What have you been up to?
Yeah, everything. We've been on the road all year long. Started in Australia, did a whole Australia, New Zealand tour with Luke Combs and my buddy Jordan Davis. And then me and Jordan Davis just finished a tour, about to finish a tour. We're finishing. Did a whole tour with Kane Brown this year. It's crazy now that I'm saying it out loud. Like, we've done a lot this year.
Yeah.
And, kind of winding down. Going to enjoy the Christmas break. Got a new song called Therapy out, and a song at Country Radio called Same Moon. I mean, I'm blessed. As somebody said once, busy and blessed, which is great. And I'm just enjoying the ride. And also grateful that football's back, so I can watch that through everything and have some good Saturdays and Sundays.
It's the perfect time to be doing that, unwind, watch some football.
Absolutely.
What's still on your music career bucket list? What are there venues you want to play? Are there things you still want to achieve or accomplish?
I mean, of course, there's always goals, but it'd be really hard for me to say that a lot of them have been checked off. I mean, we got to do Red Rocks this year, Radio City. I've done the Opry. I got to do that the other night again. And, the Ryman, like some of my favorite places on earth we've been able to do, even down to the Titans Stadium. So it's hard to say tonight, look back and just be grateful and say I'm very honored and humbled by that. I just want to keep doing this for the rest of my life. Whatever that looks like, I'm going to try to take those moments as something to look forward to, but I've been very lucky, very blessed. We've gotten to do a lot of really cool places.
Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us.
Thanks for having me.
I know you're a very busy man and you have lots of things to do, so we won't take any more of your time, but thank you for taking the time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Home is at the forefront of all we do. It's why we're so committed to caring for the places and spaces in which we work and live. Ashley, the official furniture provider of the Tennessee Titans. Genesis is the first and only official jeweler of the Titans, having earned that title since 2006. Titans players, coaches, and fans trust Genesis for the absolute best in selection, quality, customer service, and of course, value. For diamonds, engagement rings, designer fashion jewelry, and the largest selection of luxury pre-owned Rolexes in Tennessee, Genesis is the hands-down winner. Genesis Diamonds in Green Hills and Cool Springs, the official jeweler of the Tennessee Titans.
It is time for the Little Caesars Real Deal matchup of the game with our very own Taylor Zarzour. Pizza, indeed. TZ, what matchup are you most looking forward to as the Titans face the Colts?
I guess Cam Ward going up against Kenny Moore in the Indianapolis Colts defense. DeForest Buckner and a number of their big-time players like Grover Stewart, they have a pretty good defensive front. Zaire Franklin, I guess, would also qualify as somebody to watch out for in this game. But Kenny Moore, he's a guy that has 21 career interceptions. He's a guy that roams all over the field. And I'm looking forward to seeing Cam Ward go up against a guy like that. That's the ultimate veteran, and seeing if he can attack this Colts defense. Cam, to me, is getting better and better each and every week. And he showed some real signs in the first half last week against the New England Patriots. But going up against a veteran defense with a bunch of guys that have been around the block, including Kenny Moore, I'm excited to see how Cam attacks them this weekend. And, boy, it'd be a lot of fun for the Titans to go up there and stun the team that currently has the best record in the National Football League.
Titans fans, get 15% off your Little Caesars order of $15 or more at participating stores using code TITANS15 at checkout. That excludes taxes and other fees, of course. Pizza. That's always so fun to say, especially if you grew up in like the 90s with those commercials.
Yes, as I did.
Yeah, exactly. I love it.
Love the Crazy Bread.
Oh, so good. So good. TZ, heading to Indianapolis, playing at Lucas Oil Stadium. It's a division matchup, so it just means a little bit more. There's a little extra there. And seeing them for the second time this season is really something that I think puts a little extra juice in the whole equation.
Yeah, and this early in the season to have a rematch game is a bit unusual to have that in October or the middle of October. You haven't even gotten to the midway mark of your season yet, but obviously both teams are extremely familiar with each other. Lou Anarumo is a first-year defensive coordinator for the Colts, but as we were saying, they've gotten off to a good start this year. The Colts defense has been playing ahead quite a bit this season because of how well their offense is done. Slowing down Daniel Jones, getting this man to throw the ball to the Titans, getting some interceptions. That would be huge. Maybe forcing a fumble against Jonathan Taylor. The truth is Jones is playing at an elite level right now. Jonathan Taylor, I mean, he could be the NFL Offensive Player of the Year at this point. Already has 697 yards rushing. So slowing those guys down will be a tall order for Denard Wilson and the Titans defense, but I think they're up to it. I'm excited to see what happens on Sunday and excited to call it with my friends on Sunday afternoon. A few of us are road tripping.
Yeah.
Kevin Maloney, Rhett Bryan, and Jim Wyatt.
You guys are all headed up north on old I-65.
We're going to do a road trip together, so I won't get a word in, by the way, in that car.
No, you sure
which
won't.
is good because I need to save the pipes for Sunday afternoon. But I'm sure Jim Wyatt will have a full post-game recap of the Vandy Mizzou game.
Yeah, hopefully he's coming off a loss.
I was about to say Wyatt versus Wells on Saturday at First Bank Stadium. So I'm sure he'll have a lot to say about that.
He did tell me that there were seats kind of close to his seats that are for sale. And I was like, oh, so if I buy those seats, will you watch my kids?
Yeah.
Like we can tag team it and then I can watch the game. And he was like, oh no, I'm not doing that. So I think I'm just gonna have to take it in from the privacy of my own home, which I think is better actually. I'm not a great person to watch football with because I have two speeds, insanity or like stoic.
Yeah.
And both are really disconcerting to the people around me. So I'm either screaming and like just have no sense of anything that is normal in social situations because I'm so locked in and I'm furious or I'm really excited or whatever, like can't shut it off, or I'm deadpan. And it looks like I'm not having fun, but it's just my work face because I'm used to being in press boxes, being on sidelines,
right,
being in places in radio booths where you cannot cheer. You can't really lose your mind.
Totally get that.
Because you have to keep it together.
Right.
And so if I'm just watching a game and thinking, my default is like, just tragic, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Is there a problem? Do you need a food item? Can we bring you a beer? Like what can we do? And I mean the answer is always yeah, both, but like it's not because I'm upset, I'm just a little hungry and I'm watching this game. Like people don't understand. And I mean, God bless people who will send me pictures of myself on the sidelines. It's like, Amie Wells looks miserable. Meh. Wrong. Work face, guys.
Stoicism.
I can't. I don't know what to tell you. I'm thinking.
Can Josh or somebody please send me a picture of you crisscross applesauce in your kitchen when the Titans beat the Colts on Sunday afternoon? Can I get that picture, please?
Yeah, I will either be on the floor in my kitchen or I will be on the top of my furniture like a cat. So whichever it is,
I'll
Saturday
be standing
and Sunday,
like this. Hey, Nashville!
Way up high too.
That's true.
Lucas Oil is in the clouds,
That's
man.
true.
I mean, you're looking straight down.
Give me that monitor, Joseph Bonanno.
I just need someone to tie a loop, like a rope around your belt loop so you don't go through the front.
Oh, man. I'm a little okay. I'll scoot back a little bit in
I
my
don't
chair.
think the window opens now that I think about it. I think you might be good. Yeah, but right there on the edge.
I'm
man.
pumped. Let's do it. Tighten
TZ,
up.
you are going to have a fun weekend. I'm excited for you to go to Indianapolis. You know I love a trip to Indy. I'm going to miss you guys, especially the road trip up and back, or just up, I guess. But
that's right.
I'm going to
one-way rental car.
That's the way to do it.
Yes.
But I will be there with you in spirit, and you will probably hear me yelling from back here in Nashville.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
I'm excited to be there and can't wait to break it all down with you next week.
Yes, yes, yes. For Taylor Zarzour, I'm Amie Wells, and this has been the OTP.